Dillette, thank you for taking the time to come here this morning to be on this podcast. I've known you for over 8 years. It's been longer than 8
More,
years.
probably
10,
because
10?
I've been in Japan since 1993. I'm working at Sanmo 1993 May.
Right.
And I probably know you when I was a waiter, Emporium, or maybe...
Probably so, yeah.
Probably.
But we didn't really introduce each other.
Not
We didn't
really.
know. But then when you became security guard,
Then we
we
become
became
more...
friends. Because
Yeah.
you were the toughest security guard there. And I told myself, I said, look, I'm going to make this guy my friend. Because if I need a friend, I need this guy to be my friend. Because you were so... You just had that look like Terminator, like the kind of guy that comes in.
All my ex-manager told me, the way I'm looking, people start already, don't mess with this guy.
They don't want to mess with you,
Um,
no. I like it. That's your Turkish blood that boils like that. So you know how to do
Because
it.
technically, my grandfamily coming from Romania.
Romania.
Yeah.
So you're really Romanian.
I mean, no, my grandfather, the father of my father,
Okay.
and the mother of my father from Romania. My mother's side, the father of my mother,
Right.
the mother of my mother,
Right.
they're coming from Bulgaria, which means my old blood or my big family
Right.
from Europe, East Europe.
You're from Europe.
Yeah.
Right. But you were born where?
I born in Turkey, Tekirdağ, which is 160 kilometers southwest of Istanbul, near to Bulgaria.
Okay.
My father, my mother also, they born in same Tekirdağ.
Right. Are you the only child or do you have brothers and sisters?
I have one sister, she's 10 years younger than me.
Are you guys close?
Oh, you're very close.
For 10 years. How'd that work?
I'm the one taking care of her.
Really?
I was the one, because 10 years gap.
Right.
So I was like a babysitter because I'm coming from kind of poor family.
Okay.
My mother used to work housekeeper.
Okay.
My father's electric technician.
How are they doing, by the way? Are they still alive?
Actually, I lost my father 15 years ago already.
Okay.
My mother's still okay.
Okay.
The only knee problem.
Right, right, right.
But I mean, she's still okay.
All right.
She's gonna be this next month 80.
So you said your mother used to take care of houses.
Yeah.
Your father was
Electrician, technician,
Okay, okay.
old style, yeah, repairing the TV, making antenna on the rooftop, like fixing the iron or fixing the refrigerator.
Right.
I learned a little bit from him. I
Right.
used to work with him.
Right, right, right. So it's just you, and so he was very close to you. Then your little sister. The
Me,
10
I'm
years.
yeah. I'm actually. I don't know. It's maybe good to say or not, but I'm like a mother's boy. I love my mother.
You have changed. No, wait, hold it.
Of course.
When I first met you,
I change a lot.
when I first met you, that stone cold look you had at the gate, I knew. I said, this guy, he wants somebody to act funny. He wants someone to act funny so he can, because that, you just want to let them know you're not getting past this. You're going to follow the rules all the way through. And then all of a sudden I saw, what was it? I don't know. Maybe after I took you on the tour here, but you just, all of a sudden you just...
Before that, we become friendly already.
We were already
because
friends.
the way I talk, because I'm Turkish, I speak 4 languages now.
What are they?
Turkish, then after English,
Right,
then Japanese.
right.
When I came to Japan, I started study. Little bit mixed Spanish, but little bit, I'm a talkative person, as you
Right,
know.
right,
So I like to talk, I like to learn.
Right.
But the way I talk, even my many managers, my many supervisors say, I know you don't mean it, but the way you speak,
So
American,
direct.
they don't. I said, hey, why are you talking to me like that? But actually, I just started to say, ma'am, please, you
Right.
need to show your ID.
Right.
Or you have to do that. They
Right.
said, why are you telling me? Excuse me, at the main checkpoint.
You
I'm
want
at the
to
at
get
the
in or not?
checkpoint. I mean, that things, but now I can tell I'm more better than before.
You are.
As culture.
You still, but you can turn it on in a second.
I mean, if you,
If you-
for example, I treat you with respect. If you show me disrespectful attitude, you treat me like a bully in me, no.
Don't forget, because
No.
you have the gun with the bullet in it. And those are, but your guns really have real bullets in them, right?
Of course. Of course.
And you have to practice how often at the gun range?
We go every 6 months for real shooting
6 months,
and
yeah.
also sometimes training FATS,
Yeah.
firearm training systems. My first director was a Mr. Molander,
Right. Yeah.
and then Mr. Dunn finished his term, and Mr. Kavil become a director,
Right.
and we get assistant director Mr. Montalvo. He become friendly with me. I try to teach him a little bit Japanese, and he's the one offered me this job. Say, Yunar, you're Turkish? Yes. You definitely go to military? Yes, mandatory. I was very near to Air Force Base in Turkey, Incirlik. We call Incirlik, which is very
That's
in
the Air
Adana.
Force, US
in
Air Force Base.
USFT, United States Force in Turkey. I was there 1984, but I was in Turkish side. I was a bodyguard for 3-star general, and that time my country was under coup d'etat,
Okay.
which means under military.
How old were you then?
Because for me, mandatory. My first station was in middle of the Turkey, Sivas, one of the biggest dog in the world, very famous place.
Right.
Kangal dogs, very famous.
Right.
Wintertime very cold, but the water very healthy. And I was in the War Training Center.
So how old were you? How old?
I was 20.
20 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
So, but
that's
you went in the military from 18?
18. No, 20. You can go 20, and you have to serve 1.5 year, 18 months.
Okay.
But there's a many condition. For example, if you were a university student that time, you can make it late. Then you can start with a 1-star or a little bit, but it's not like a basic. You
Right.
go more because
You go
you're
more.
educated.
Right. Oh, I see. Because you came in educated.
You
already.
can because you finish university, so you go in. And
The U.S. military is the same one.
yeah. And another condition is if you are living in abroad 3 years and more, you can do with paying the government. If you get the lucky number or if they chose you, you can pay about now it's about $5,500 or $6,000.
That's how much you get paid.
You pay the government, but you do only 1 month.
Oh.
Which means government
get
tell
you-
you.
oh, so you can
okay,
get out
so
of
which
it.
means like
Ah,
if you are, let's say you
I
finish,
got
you are a
you.
diplomatic ambassador,
But
you're
you-
high educated, and you live in abroad,
And you have money.
and your money, okay,
You can pay to get out.
which means you work like a 8 to 5 Monday to Friday, and Saturday Sunday they just teach you how to use the gun. Simply, you just shoot only 10 rounds, and you're done. You get your certificate because you serve the country, and you make the country make income because of you.
I see. I see.
That's the system
That's
we
the
have in
system.
our country.
Even now.
Even now, but now it's for like a basic. Like me, I graduate from high school. If I was going to university, of course I'll do 1-star or 1 stripe.
Right.
I mean, now the 18 months become, if I'm not wrong, I'm sorry, maybe 15 months, maybe 14 months.
It's
It
less.
become more lower.
Yes.
And the money you pay, if you live in 3 years and more, the currency equivalent between US dollar and Turkey, my now Turkish lira is very bad situation,
Okay.
very bad, and you may pay a little bit less. I'm sorry, you
little
may
bit
pay a
more.
little bit more because the US dollar is very strong against the Turkish currency. Yeah, that my 3 months in first station, war training. Let's say in US Marine,
Right.
I was Marine.
You're a Marine. Right.
First 3 and 105 days, we call like that. 3 months, 2 weeks, and I get 2 stripes.
Right.
I get promoted, and there's a 2
You
system.
get 2 stripes after 3 months?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, I shooting, everything was very good,
Mhm.
and in Turkey also, like Japan and America, any country, the one of the clearest Turkish we speak is Istanbul, very clear and understandable. If you go near the
becomes
Incirlik
more
borderline,
colloquial.
different dialect.
Right.
Even I cannot understand. If I get close to
Right.
Kurdish side, if I go to Black Sea, I can understand. Even one word I cannot understand. So they send me. Sorry, the two situation is either you will finish your first station.
Right.
When you finish your 3.5 months, let's say 105 days, they give you 10 days off time. You go back, see your family, you come back, finish your first station. Or if you're lucky, they send you another place. For example, from Okinawa to, they say, if your house in Tokyo, they will send you Hokkaido.
Okay. Gotcha.
It definitely is not the same
They
place.
will never keep you
No,
close to home.
they never
wanna-
keep you close to your
Right.
hometown.
They want to make you move because they don't
Unless
want
you
you
are lucky, you know somebody in the
to
government.
knows you or something.
Yeah, unless you have a connection.
Right. Right. Right.
My second place was Adana. The name of the place, province name Adana, which is Incirlik Air Force Base at the same city.
Mm-hmm.
I was there,
Okay.
but Turkish side.
Okay.
Then I become a in charge for warehouse
Okay.
and 3-star general manager. When 3-star general, when he get a first inspection, he choose me because the way I show, if you have emergency, how you connect very quickly, make a outside kitchen, everything, give the provide everything, all the gun, ammunition, everything. I was in charge for that.
Okay.
And he chose me, he said to my major, said, send this guy to me as a bodyguard. Then I get 3 months special shooting training. Yeah,
Wait. So you did 3 months, and then how many months after that were you in that position?
2 months I was
2
in
months.
warehouse situation.
And then you got to be
When
a
he
bodyguard.
get the inspection, first time he come to inspect our facility.
Right.
And then the first person he talked to me, I was the one.
Right.
He said, okay, show me where is your emergency kitchen.
Right.
I opened it up within
Boom,
5
boom, boom, boom.
minutes. I prepare, okay, show me the, that time we use G1, the name
Okay,
of the old gun,
Right,
shotgun,
right,
but
right.
automatic, semi-automatic,
Yes.
semi-automatic. You can shoot only maximum 20, 22 rounds.
Okay.
And I showed him everything. And he told my commander, I need this guy, my bodyguard.
Because you knew everything. Got you.
I mean,
That's
and
smart,
plus
yes.
maybe the way I speak.
That's right.
And later on
Very
he
well,
asked
yeah.
me where I'm coming from. I said my grandfamily come from Romania. His grandfamily also coming from same place.
That doesn't hurt.
I mean, it's a coincidence.
Right away.
And then after I become really,
Really close.
nobody touch us.
But how long did you get to work with him? How long? was
I
it?
worked with him 3 months, first place, 2 months, second place. And I worked with him 12 months.
12 months.
Yeah, 1 year. Almost 12 months, 2 weeks.
And then did you get out the service after that?
Yeah, and then he gave me special certificate. He gave me full license gun, Smith Wesson. He gave me award. I protect him 3 times, almost got shot.
Like what? Tell me one of the situations.
When I
like
was
that.
in
What was the
the
first time?
first time was near the Iraqi borderline. It was a Kurdish guerrilla,
Mm.
and the landlord, there's a Armenian lady, but she become later on Turkish. She get huge land, maybe 30, 40, 50 hectare. She said, I'm happy this country, before I pass away, I'll give all my land to military. But he give donation, she give donation. He give all her things, she give all her things to military, our place.
Okay.
And we went there for ceremony, give her, thank you very much for appreciation, everything. That time, one Kurdish guerrilla was far away. He started pull the gun. And that time I was using MP5, 36 rounds within 1 minute. The shooting.
36 rounds.
Yeah, almost 1 minute. All from down, he become handicapped. I didn't kill him, but he cannot move anymore. He become paralyzed.
How did you feel?
The
for
thing is, what happened is
you were 20 at this time or 21?
20,
so 20.
1984, 1985, before become 21.
But you've never had to, well, I don't want to talk about that, but you never had to end somebody's existence on the planet, have you?
I never kill anyone.
Okay.
But the only things I shoot twice, 2 of them was trying to attacking to our commander.
Your commander.
Yeah, and our convoy.
Right.
And me and my another bodyguard, he was 1-star man, and he also prepared. He shoot also, but I was more faster because my situation when I was in military, we never keep the gun on safety, always off. Anytime I can shot, anytime, any
You were
moment.
trained to do that?
Yeah, because of that time the situation in Turkey
So
was very bad
they had a coup
because we are
d'etat.
under coup d'etat. There's a lot of problem with Kurdish guerrilla, which mean today they call Kurdistan. You know what I'm saying? That time they tried to kill Turkish police, Turkish military people. They want their land. They want to get the land between. They stuck between Iraq and Turkey. But the main point is, if they become a Turkish, they've been treated very well. Same like me. Whatever I have a right, he have. But if you become a Turkish, there's a one mandatory rule. You must have to go military for men. But
Gotcha,
it's
right,
not
and
for the
not for
female.
women, right.
If you don't want it, you cannot be Turkish. Because no one can change this one.
Do women get in the military there?
If they want, yeah, if they want. Yeah, sure, they go to college, they become,
But can they shoot?
they can do Air Force, yeah. We have,
But that was always, even when you were younger?
yeah. And also woman can join as a nurse, as a technical,
Right.
communication,
Pilot,
pilot,
anything.
surely.
There's nothing.
Even we have one-star female general too.
Mhm.
We have major too.
Mm.
I mean, Turkey is the one of the first country give the woman vote
That's right. Because
because
it's
of Kemal
but
Atatürk.
it's really a Muslim country, right?
Yes, we are Muslim country,
You're
but
Muslim, right.
let me tell you like this. 1919 and 1920, when the Ottoman Empire end up,
Mm-hmm.
when the Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, our modern Turkish founder,
Mm.
make a Republic of Turkey in 1923, that's a secularist. Your religion between you and whatever you believe.
Mhm.
Don't confuse your religion with the government.
Right.
Government and religion different,
Separate, yes.
separate. Secularist.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be Muslim,
It doesn't
you
matter.
can be Buddhist.
You can be Christian.
In
it doesn't
Istanbul,
matter.
in Turkey, many. We have synagogue, we have
Mhm.
Protestant Catholic, we have Buddhist temple,
Mhm.
we have everything. You're free to go.
Mm.
You're free. Nobody,
No, go on, go on.
no one can force you. Even the fasting time, Ramadan, if you're drinking, we don't tell you anything. We don't. Unless if you go some countryside, little bit fundamentalist place, you have to be careful.
Then you're
But even in Istanbul now, any states, you can find a pork.
Mhm.
We have a pork farm. You can find a pork. You can eat pork. We don't say anything. Hey, this is your life.
It's your life.
So I mean,
You can
you
practice or
eating
not.
pork. As long as you're not eat, I have nothing to do with that. That's your.
That's interesting. Well, then how old were you when you left Turkey?
When I was living in Turkey, okay, I'm a little bit good numbers. I left Turkey 1992 September 28. I arrived here 1992 September 29, the following day, with my ex-wife.
But how old were you when you did that?
I was 28.
28.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go back to when you were a kid. What was
Okay.
it like growing up in Turkey?
When I was a kid,
Like, what sports did you do in elementary school?
when I was the interesting ones, I was playing soccer, volleyball. I was a team captain volleyball. When I was teenager, I'm fond of soccer,
Okay.
and I was in mostly all the sports. Even you know me
Sports,
long time.
yeah.
Even I'm
You're
still
always
going to
working at
gym,
chess, always.
cycling. I mean, sport is like
that wasn't your father pushing you to do that?
no. When I joined to school, actually, when I was a child, teenager, I broke this my left side twice. This one time.
Playing soccer.
No, I fall down. One is for playing soccer. I fall down from the 4-meter building to down.
Right.
And that time, before this, I already passed the examination for Air Force College in Turkey. It was my dream become Air Force pilot. But
You
this
broke
one, they don't accept.
Now they don't accept.
They don't.
Right.
That's destiny.
Yeah.
Then my junior high school, I passed the examination already.
Mm-hmm.
My house is very near to that school now. The one my
Your mother
own house,
said?
yeah, my mother living,
Mhm.
Istanbul Beylerbeyi.
Mhm.
It's very close that military college.
Okay.
Military.
You went to a military college?
Sure. No. Because I couldn't pass because I broke.
Oh, that's
crack.
what you wanted to do.
So,
because
yeah.
You broke it, right?
But when I went to military, it's a mandatory.
Right, you had.
I just
okay,
like
gotcha.
start from
I hear
sergeant
you.
or
I hear you.
just.
Yes.
And also, sorry, another thing is, before we finish our mandatory time,
Mhm.
18 months, 2 months in advance, government with the military headquarters send you, would you like to continue as a professional?
Mm-hmm.
If you want it, you can continue. You will get a real good, nice salary. Same like, yes, you
Military,
go
same thing.
every 2 years, you move another city, you
Right.
go to headquarters.
Yes.
But me, I'm done.
Right. You never wanted to stay in? Because you didn't become a pilot. If you'd been a pilot,
Well, if I
you'd
was
stay
a pilot,
longer.
of course, it was my
But
dream.
what made you decide you didn't want to stay in?
When I was a military in 1984, that time, the terrorism and situation in my country was very terrible.
So you knew that.
Anytime you can get shot.
That's right. Okay. So that
And
was,
we lost a lot of 3-4-star major generals.
Mhm.
When I was close that point also.
Right.
I remember 1985 March.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Iraqi borderline.
Mm.
That was the time I shot.
That's right. You shot all that.
I mean, and plus another thing is, when you're military, common sense gone, you don't have a freedom.
That's right. You don't have no.
I mean,
you don't.
you don't.
You don't.
If
It's-
you're
there's no way you can be in the military and have
And
freedom. No.
I've been in U.S. Navy working as an employee
Mhm.
many years. I cannot compare my country military style with U.S. U.S. is much freedom, very nice. My
Oh, I see
country,
what you're saying.
no.
But I think yours is probably very similar to the Japanese. Japanese don't have a lot of freedom. do they?
Japanese don't have a lot of freedom,
Very
but in
strict.
Japan, the military is up to you. In my
Oh,
country,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
That's true.
in my country, you don't want it. Age of 36, if they caught you in airport, wherever, they took straight to the military. You don't want it, give up your citizenship, find your country.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
nowadays, maybe more relaxed, maybe more cool,
maybe so. But
maybe
still,
more, but still,
still
no matter
restrict.
whatever you are, you need to go military.
That's right.
You need to serve either 18 months, lowest level, start beginner, or if your degree university graduated, you can make now I think 12 months.
Okay.
If you reach you
Do 1 month.
3 months, you do 1
Yeah.
month, you pay
You pay the money.
$6,000 about something, then Monday to Friday like an office worker, and then you get your certificate. Bye bye.
So when you were in high school, what'd you do? Soccer again?
I was soccer, I was playing volleyball, and I was interested in mostly communication. In Turkey, I work many different places, sports and billiard.
Right. You play billiard?
Yeah, but but not American.
Okay.
I play like a three cushion.
Oh, three. Okay. Wait,
Yeah,
cushion,
I'm
okay.
I'm very
You're good at
like
that,
it.
okay.
I mean, many years I didn't play, but I like that one.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so when you got out, what did you hope to do when you got out of school? What were your dreams outside of being a pilot?
My dream was,
Okay.
no matter what happened, I want to live in abroad to help my family to buy a house.
Did you do that?
That's why I come here.
So when did you come
That
to
was my
Japan?
dream.
When did you first come to Japan? How were you when you came to Japan?
1992, September 29,
And you were how old?
28.
28.
It
And that was
was-
with your first wife, yeah.
Since then, I'm here. I'm a permanent resident.
So how long have you been here now? Wait, 28.
29
Wait,
years.
so 19 what?
1992.
1992 you came, okay.
29
That's
years.
29 years, yeah. So
Almost 29 years and 1 month.
29. Right.
1 month, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was first time when we fly here, it was stopover Moscow. Turkish Airlines couldn't fly that time directly. Istanbul, Moscow, 4 hours almost, and wait 1 hour in the airport on the plane, and Moscow, Narita, 10 hours. But next flight will be direct, non-stop.
So do you have any children?
Unfortunately, I couldn't. I'm
didn't
the only one who don't have a child in my grand family. I have a big grand family.
Really? But,
Oh.
but your sister has children.
Only one daughter.
She has
She's
one
married recently. Yeah, she was born in 1999, August 16, right before major earthquake happened a couple hours ago.
So she's like 22?
Yeah, she married 1.5 years.
Okay. And she has a child already?
She's a teacher for kindergarten.
Right. She made you an uncle?
Of course. She grow up. I mean, every year when I go there, she know me.
Yeah, but really?
Yeah,
Your little niece knows you.
of course.
So because we're supposed to go together, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna go
I know.
together. But
Many things
is
happen.
a condition. No, it's still bad because of all
Yeah.
this corona.
But
How's
one
that
thing is
affect-
now my country is the worst fourth in the world now. U.S., Brazil, I think India, and then my country.
is the worst.
Yeah, every day 29,000 cases, almost 200 people minimum dying. The reason is my country people, including me too, if I couldn't come here, maybe I wasn't become like this, improving myself. Japanese culture is very nice. And US culture also is nice. And I have 3-4 different culture now,
Right.
combined.
Right.
So before when I see you, why are you looking at like that? Before me, now, I don't mind. I don't care. You don't bother me. You don't bother anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, before,
You're a little bit harder.
when I was a typical Turkish, if you're looking at me, why are you looking at me? I mean, this in my country. And
That's
people
right.
in my
What you
country,
looking at me for?
we are like a Spanish moron. Oh, how are you hugging,
Right,
kissing,
right.
touching,
Yeah.
talking?
Unless you don't know them.
Even you don't know them when you're talking on the train. Hey man, you know what happened the last night soccer game base? Oh, let's go drink. I mean, we're friendly,
Right.
but somehow people don't follow the rule regulation. The best things I love in Japan, everybody follow the rule.
They follow the rule.
And very nice. Whoever who become a prime minister or change the government, the system is moving, going same way, which I can't find in my country. It's impossible.
I think there's a lot of places in the world that couldn't do
I mean,
what's happening here.
you might have to have someone in the governor that you finish your work easily. I mean, in here, I was in the court 1.5 years to divorce, family court. But they treat me the same the way they treat my ex-wife. And I defend myself even without a lawyer.
Right.
And
They trust you. They just want to know the truth.
even they told me, why you didn't hire the lawyer? I said, I don't need it. I have nothing secret.
Right.
I'm a government employee. Whatever I pay is record. I mean, those things,
You couldn't do
my
it.
country,
No.
it depends. If you have a man,
It
if you have a good connection,
Maybe so.
even you kill
Yeah.
somebody, you're still free.
That's okay. Yeah, yeah.
You
But
know,
that's any country.
I mean, any country.
yeah, even Japan's that way.
I never had any criminal issue here.
right. You don't
I
wanna
never
have it,
had
yeah.
anything even before I become security. I mean, because Japan has, don't touch me, I don't touch you.
That's right. Your space is your space. My space is my space.
That's the
You don't
best
tell me. I
thing.
don't want to know.
Hey, that's your life.
That's your life.
That's my life.
Enjoy it, yeah. And they can do that. But I think you have to be here a while to start to understand that.
Sure.
Because the beginning, I think you get a little.
Beginning, I had a
confused.
hard time.
'Cause you
For
think
example,
that-
yeah. For example, the very simple, funny things. I'm on the train coming to work. I'm a foreigner. When they see me over the seat, and I said, "What is wrong with me?" Before, why Japanese don't want to sit next to the foreigner? I was thinking like, I'm being discriminated, or
Right.
you know. I said, they're very nice, but are they really?
That's
Or
it.
just plastic smile on the face, but you don't know deeply. But later on, hey, you don't want to sit? Thank you. I sit more comfortable.
Right.
But it took a time.
Yes.
I used to always go with my friends to club, drink talk. Even 2, 3, 4 in the morning, I'm coming home. I can handle it. But I'm, tipsy. But the police came. Shimasen, daijoubu desu ka? I say, yeah, thank you, I'm fine. They bring me home safely. In my country, when
They
when
beat
the
you over
police
your
see
head
you,
and take your
they
wallet.
don't beat you. But if you look at them badly, you're in trouble.
Okay.
You cannot say the what we say in Japan, police, or something. If you tell Turkey, you're done.
For you, what do you see in the future here?
My featuring is, I think we talked before many times. My idea is, hopefully, I can still keep my health like that. When I'm retiring, probably my retirement life will be Philippines and Turkey. Because we have house there, living is more cheaper
You have
there.
a house where? In Philippines?
My wife has a big
Okay,
house,
okay.
and I have my own house in Istanbul.
Oh wow! So you're just going to travel back and forth?
I mean,
there?
the living in Philippines is, of course, I want to live in Turkey, but be honest now, living in Philippines is more cheaper than my country, and people is more friendly than smilier than my country. Even I brought my
Your
wife
country's
3,
so
4,
beautiful.
very
Oh,
beautiful.
man. So how much longer do you think you'll be in Japan? Do you know?
At least I'm 57 now, 7 more years.
You're still a young man.
Thank you. I mean, my plan is, I am trying to convert Japanese. Yeah.
But then if you do, you still want to live in the Philippines and
Yeah, it will be more easy because my
Japanese,
country,
That's right.
my country,
That's good.
we accept dual citizenship.
Okay.
But in Japan,
They don't.
I can carry only Japanese passport. I'm Japanese. I don't give up my citizenship as a Turkish.
You don't
but
have
the
to.
only I don't need to. The only thing is they give me special ID. There's a, I think is, I don't know clearly, but like a pink, little purple color. It shows Turkish Japanese, like a dual
really?
citizenship. Yeah,
Japan
which
will
one-
do that.
Turkey.
Oh, Turkey will do that. I see.
Japan, I'm Japanese.
Okay, right. You're Japanese, right?
So Japan has nothing to do with that. As long as they say
That's true.
I'm Japanese, I have a passport, I'm paying tax, everything. But when I'm going there, I don't need to get visa for Turkey because I have special ID.
Right, right.
Because I have land, I have family, I served the country 1.5 year military, which they cannot take it off this one.
That's right.
I mean, I know a lot of Turkish US.
Yeah.
I've been here 29 years. Probably will be 6, 7 years. Why not? I'm happy that I met
That's good.
my wife now.
That's good.
I
Well,
was-
you are happy. You
That's
changed-
destiny. Which means, in our country, we say, if you don't pass the hard road,
You're never
hard
gonna
way,
do-
you never go to smooth way.
That's
Which means, no pain, no gain.
That's right. That's right.
You need to sacrifice. That's gonna give you experience, and then it makes you more mature.
I'm gonna leave you with that. And that, thank you so much.
You're
man.
welcome.
This has been
Thank you very much for this
fantastic.
opportunity.
Really.
I'm very happy also. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to thank all of you for watching this podcast. Make sure you click like, subscribe, and never forget, it's all unknown. Keep reaching for the stars, and you're too blessed to be stressed.